Welcome back to Animal Crossing New Horizons. I'm dear darling. Shall we see what's going on our lovely little island of Fawnhollow today? Oh, excuse me. I'm very surprised the grass hasn't turned brown yet. It's very much into autumn now, aren't we? We're like, wasn't my first day of autumn a while back? Like a week ago or something? I don't know when it changes over. Anyway, not very important. What's been going on? Watching more wilds, I don't know. Bug snacks went golden, right? That means the game's prepared to be released soon. Anyway, hello everyone. Right now on Fawnhallow, it's 5:47 PM on Friday, October 9th, 2020. Nothing to really speak of today. Crossword puzzle, nice. I don't really know. Not much happened today. Tried to do some calls. The line was always busy, got sent to voicemail, so I don't know, had to try doing it again on Monday. We'll see. Don't worry, just more medical things. Alright. Apparently I ordered something. I don't know what this is. KK Calypso. Oh, yes. That's something I did off camera. It was actually just like, as the episode ended, I was like, oh, I forgot. I should have checked the music box for today. Not music box, you know what I mean. The Nook store for today. I also know our visitor for today is Flick. I saw him on one of the idle screens, I suppose. So we'll see what we can give him to actually transform into statues. Oh, we have 3 scorpions. I don't know that. Why don't we give him 3 scorpions, though? And then we'll do that. We'll do our usual Halloween daily occurrences. And then we will, I don't know, talk about something. I don't know really what to talk about. I recorded The Witness. Oh yeah, it rained yesterday, didn't it? The Witness like an hour or so ago, because and uploading it today, which is probably the most last minute I've actually recorded something. No, but there's been a few times I've recorded on the day of upload, but that was literally about an hour before an upload. But just in case it doesn't process in time, I've delayed it an hour from the usual upload time, which probably doesn't matter. Now I think about it, it's going to be uploaded anyway before this video comes up. So I suppose that's kind of useless to you, I don't know, explanation. In case you're like, oh, why is Hollow Knight an hour late? Not Hollow Knight, The Witness. For Hollow Knight, I've got stuff recorded. Oh, so I've got everything recorded for this week. We're going to go to Nook's, get some candy. Sorry about that small pause. Got some letter delivered to the wrong house. Wait, a letter for me delivered to the wrong house, but it's now ended up in my hands. There we go. That's fine. It was just GP had our address wrong, but that's been corrected. But this was clearly sent out before the correction was put in place. What was that? Oh, it's a fan. I was like, what was that? So don't worry about that. Anyway, I don't know what's going on. I didn't really do much. I mean, I did some drawing. Oh yeah, the time-lapse thing is done. I decided in the end not to commentate over it because, one, that's more effort. Also, I didn't really know what to say. But I don't know, if you're still interested in... Oh, sorry, Diana. If you're still interested in the time-lapse being commentated over, I know, give a Spiritfarer one a watch when it comes out and be like, hey, this requires some commentary. And then I guess I'll get that done or something. I don't really know. Haven't really thought that far. Oh, there's so many flowers here to clear up. I mean, actually, I'm quite a tidy person. I do like tidying up. Everything's quite neat. My desk is reasonably clear. There's a little bit mess of stuff going on. Oh, hello, Vivian. It's a very forward greeting. My working space is pretty clean. It's a bit messy over here. We got some birthday cards, which I guess I should put away now because it's been quite a while since my birthday, which is like a month ago, 2nd of September, if you are curious. It's a Magic Academy hood. What on earth? Racing helmets? I don't see any Halloween costumes. Well, the Halloween costume's gone. But it's actually an update for Animal Crossing today. I don't know what it was for, but who knows. But you know, tidiness, cleanliness is something that I think works for me. If you have a tidy workspace, and I should say tidy, not just that it looks tidy. Tidy means that also things are where they should be and you know where they are. And they're set out in a logical formation, shall we say. If you have a tidy workspace, it's easier to work in my opinion. Ah, we forgot to destroy the ramp. How far out does this even need to go? I'm not really sure. I definitely did know before, but I forgot to count. Okay, we'll count again. But yeah, a tidy workspace, tidy mind, something like that. So starting from, okay, the one below. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and it's the 9th one, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, okay, the 9th one. So it's from here, 1, 2. Ninth one. Yeah, if you have a tidy workspace, that's, you know, good, right? Conducive. I feel like I tend to be a rather organised person. I like order over chaos, I suppose, when it comes to organising things. Probably shouldn't be too surprising. I do want to fill in this river a little bit, just so we get a bit more room to work with. Even if we don't necessarily want it to extend out this far yet. That looks a bit ugly, but oh well. See, planning ahead, it just makes everything easier. So we've got, that's a 1, 2, and this is a diagonal, right? Is that right? Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's the wrong place, but still. Oh my god. I'll carry on this train of thought once I've done doing this. 7, 8. Because apparently I can't think at the same time. Can we do it directly on top of a pattern? We can. 9. There we go. So yeah, if you have everything organised and ready to go, then it becomes much easier to get things done, right? Planning ahead. You plan ahead in the future. No, sorry, in the past. To make it easier for you in the future. I'm sure there's a saying like that, I don't really know it. So yeah, my workspace generally rather tidy. It's a bit, I'll be honest, it is a bit messy to write. At least for my standards, I mean, depending on your standards. I've seen some of my friends' desks and what they would consider neat and tidy, and not maybe what they consider neat and tidy, but not like, it's not like they see something messy and they're like, damn, that's so tidy, but more like what they'd be happy with working with or what next to. That sentence didn't really make much sense now I think about it, but I'm trying to get the gist across of basically their status quo, right? So it's a bit messy for me, but it's probably quite tidy for my friends. Oh, I just realised, I was trying to think why this part like stuck out so much. It's because we've got this big campsite island, don't we? We had to move a campsite somewhere temporarily. Actually, we don't have to. We can just have a very narrow corridor, I suppose, through here. So yeah, I don't know. People work in different environments or whatever. I don't know. It's a thing my friends say is like, they like things messy because then they know where everything is. But when I'm just like, I don't think you're tidying up properly that way. Well, not necessarily, but more like, things don't have to be messy for you to know where things are, right? I think it's, actually, this isn't really more of a call out to my friends. You can be messy as long as if you know where things are and it's not inconvenient. Then sure. What the bad thing is if you're tidy, quote tidy, but then you don't know where anything is, then that's just sort of like counterproductively being tidy. The point of tidy is to make things more convenient, right? Speed things up. That's why everything is organised, everything's in easy to reach places, everything is like, even if you don't know exactly where something is, you will know where to find it because of the way you organise things. That's good organisation system, you know? Because you can have it organised, a neat bookshelf, right? You can just, you know what a neat bookshelf would be? You could just put like every book on by randomly. But it's not that's not like an organised bookshelf. A tidy bookshelf, whatever. You know, you need some sort of sensible ordering of the books. So then you can find the book you want, you know, sorted by alphabetical by title. Why don't you sort it alphabetical? Or by last name by author. Group it by genre. Group it by colour of a spine or something. Group it by how much you like it. Just some sort of ordering such that when you be like, oh, I want to buy this book, I don't know, Catcher in the Rye or something. I don't even know who that's by, but you'd actually be able to find it on the bookshelf. So yeah, don't just be tidy, be organised, you know? And if being organised means living in a much more chaotic or messy environment, then so be it, you know? If it works for you, it works for you. Just make sure it doesn't... Don't trick yourself into thinking it's working for you when it's not actually working for you, you know? That's a definite no-no. We need to actually fill in this river a bit because we don't have enough space to carry this on. We need to destroy this bridge and that ramp. So, you know, I was like, I should destroy that ramp yesterday, and I didn't. This is what I get. That's quite alright. We'll destroy the... Oh. I guess this is our new bridge now. We'll destroy the ramp first, because then we can actually continue on with a Rainbow Trail, sorry. I keep calling it Rainbow Road. I mean, at some point we need to figure out what we're doing in terms of furniture decoration, because we haven't really got that locked down yet. We've done a little bit in Lily section, but I don't know. The thing is, since I don't have access to a lot of spring furniture, and we don't even have any access to the winter furniture, it's a bit difficult to really plan ahead for that sort of thing. That's quite alright. That's just how it goes sometimes. So yeah, I like things organised. Keep a good schedule of when things tend to happen. But my friends tend to be, most of my friends I would say, tend to be on a much more spontaneous, you could argue chaotic side of things. Which I don't think is necessarily a bad thing. I think in friend circles it's good to have a balance of both, you know? Sometimes you need someone to plan something out thoroughly, sometimes you need someone just to add a little bit of spontaneity. Because that adds a bit of spice, you know? A bit of fun. You never know what you might try if you don't do things spontaneously. Sorry, I tried to combine spontaneously with spontaneity. Oh my god. Please. Animal Crossing. I just want a diagonal line. Is that so hard to ask? Yeah, so things being organised is good. Things being tidy. Like, I mean, actually it is quite messy on desk space. There's some things I need to throw out there, which maybe I'll do after this episode or something. Okay, let's try and just make sure things are aligned properly. That looks aligned to me. So let's think. It'd be here, so it's in line with that. So there's one out from there. So it should be aligned with this. And that does seem aligned. Just drawing a theoretical line across. Should be one out from there. And one out from there. Is that okay? So there we go. We can start working on the other half of the flower rainbow trail. I guess we can wait for this to... I don't think that's over the river. I was incorrect, but oh well. It happens. Things happen. Stuff happens. Get used to it. I don't know. I know, that seems much more like aggressive than I intended. We need to get some red windflowers. 3 red windflowers, 3 red roses. And that will start off the direction to the right. Yeah, I don't know. Keeping things organised is nice. I like to keep a nice schedule of things, so, you know, whenever I got, like, we're meeting up with friends, or I've got a meeting or something to do, put it in my Google's calendar. Not sponsored by Google, yet. Can you imagine being sponsored by Google? But that'd be absurd. Anyway, not point. Put it in my Google calendar. Oh no! Apparently it wasn't organised to keep track of when my shovel was going to break, so we had to go buy another one from Nooks. What a pity. But yeah, I always put it down in my calendar just to make sure. Saying that I have been incredibly late. So I will say, normally that means I'm on time for things or I'm early. I have been incredibly late for something before. This is in university. When my friends were like, hey, let's go to Nando's, you know? This evening? I can't remember exactly when we organised it. Maybe it was the day before, maybe like tomorrow. We said, why don't we do it tomorrow or something? And I was like, sure, I'm down for Nando's. And then I was actually extremely tired that day because I had a deadline earlier that day. So I did what is called an all-nighter to try and finish it off because I was having a terrible time working on this maths worksheet. I can't remember what it was. I think it was like analysis 2 or something. And God, I'm so bad at analysis. That's a sub-area of maths, if you're unaware. Which you probably would be, as you've studied maths before. Which is, I don't know, basically pretend it's like looking at functions and that sort of thing, and how it behaves. Anyway, I sucked at it. So, I had a deadline that day for analysis, and I did like 3 out of like 12 questions or something on the sheet. And you're not meant to do all of them, but you are meant to give them a good go, and I was like, man, this is terrible. So I tried to stay up all night to try and get more of it done. And then I was extremely tired that day, so I was like, oh, I'll just have a small nap, and I put an alarm on my phone to be like, wake me up so I can actually go to Nando's with my friends. And you can probably guess what happened. I slept through my alarm. Not only did I put, like, it wasn't just like random, because I even had a foresight to be like, okay, I'm actually pretty tired, so maybe I'll put on like 2 alarms just in case I sleep through the first one. I put on 2, and then I put on another one just in case, and I slept through all 3 alarms. The only reason I woke up was because my friends were waiting at Nando's. So they were waiting for like an hour or something, like half an hour, I can't remember. It was a very long time. And they were like, oh my gosh, where is this? And obviously I lived in accommodation which was not quite near Nando's, but one of my friends had a friend who lived somewhat close to me, and they basically came over and rang my doorbell, and it woke me up. And when I woke up, I didn't even realise that I woke up because of a doorbell. Entirely because I was so out of it. I was so tired, apparently. And I just remember like groggily waking up being like, huh? I was like, that wasn't my alarm, was it? I was like, I could have sworn the doorbell rang. And I looked at my phone and I was like, oh my god, I'm so incredibly late. And I was very apologetic when we finally made it to Nando's. They must have been very hungry. Or they were very hungry, waiting for me. That's the only time I can think of where I've been very, very late to something. Usually, we just need pink flowers now, and luckily we've got the remnants of lilies. Old garden over here, of which we can dig some up. And it's truly the latest I've ever been to something. And I feel incredibly bad about it. Especially because I really reiterate the importance of being earnest. Not earnest. Sorry, that's a reference to, I don't even know what it is, like a play or something? Some drama thing, I don't know. One of my friends performed in a school version of it once. The lilies did not reproduce, so that's quite annoying. Hyacinths. We've only got 1 pink hyacinth here, so we'll just take them from the beach. Let's go get away. So yeah, I don't know. Don't be mad at me. Don't pull all-nighters. They're not good for you. They also don't help. I got like 2 more questions done, which I probably could have just done on the morning anyway. So yeah, lesson learned. And maybe go to sleep after you've done with all your commitments for that day. It was, honestly, it was meant to be a nap. Like, I did do a lot of napping because it was a lot of work at university, so sometimes I didn't always get my full amount of sleep. I will say now, looking back with retrospect, I would reiterate to all you younger people out there, if you go to university or college, have a good sleep schedule. It's really, really, really good to have a good sleep schedule. Much more important than a lot of other things, to be honest. Yeah. Being somewhat awake is pivotal to a lot of things. So presuming these red roses are correct red roses, we can use these to breed more red roses. And I believe these are correct red roses. Wait, water bees first, See, that's definitely the latest I've been to something. I'll tell a story about my friend Annie as well. He's basically the exact opposite. Like, while I'm like, we should have structure with everything, we should be organised for things, you know, he's sort of like, nah, I'm not going to plan for anything, I'm just going to sort of like, you know, wing it, and I'll probably figure it out on the time. And we were friends in secondary school, and we met in year 7. So that's a first year of secondary school. I don't know what the equivalent would be for America. And of course invited him to my birthday party in I don't know, year 8, I suppose. Not year 7, because my year 7 birthday would have been before I actually started school, secondary school. He turns up like half an hour late, which is just incredible. And as he remembers it, he was like, I was fiercely angry with him as I hurried him into the car so we can go. Because it wasn't just him, but it was like, I invited like 8 friends or something. We were going to go see a movie, and I think we went bowling or something, and we had something booked, like at the time, and we were just like super late. And Ali, we were just waiting. I was like, where is Ali? We're going to like miss the movie at this rate or something. He just turns up very nonchalantly half an hour later. Apparently he tells me that from that day forward, his dad was like, okay, every time you have something with it, we're going to make sure you're not late, because that was incredibly scary. Now, as I remember, I wasn't scary or anything. What happened was he turned up and I was like, we gotta go, go, go. So I grabbed his bags and I like chucked them into our house because it was a sleepover. So he brought like a sleeping bag and that sort of thing. And then I was like, alright, let's go into the car. And we drove off to movies. It was just like a little bit frantic at that time because everyone had been waiting at that time. That's why I don't like to keep people. That's why I like to be on time and stuff. Don't keep people waiting. Which obviously, Ali's not like that now. He won't turn up half an hour late to something. He jokes it's because of me. I mean, it probably is partly because of that day, that influence. But as you know, he respects people's time. Of course, he did back then as well. But like, he can understand the difference between things being time sensitive and keeping people waiting, and also while also balancing it with spontaneity. Spontaneity does not equal having people wait on you. You know. He's not dumb. It's a funny first experience, I suppose. I just find it funny that his dad was like, okay, because of that, remind me to never ever be late to something at Deer's Organised again. Oh no. You know what's after a blue hyacinth? Blue rose, and we don't have a blue rose yet. Someday. So we'll move some flowers over that. I think we need to extend the cliff a bit more. Because I don't think quite have enough space. So this is 9, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So including the 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then the 11th one extends, okay? Noted. So is this 9 or is that 9? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Wait, 9 is the start right yen. And then it's 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So here. I guess we'll do this to sort of remind us. This is how you remind me. So I don't know. If you're a person who's always late to everything, don't be late to everything, you know? Do your best to turn up on time. If sometimes things happen, sometimes, you know, things get delayed. Maybe like you missed a train or something, or like something came up with your family. That's fine. Don't worry about it. Just try and make sure you leave ample enough time that if a small hiccup comes, you're prepared for it. If a big hiccup comes, then there's nothing really much you can do. You try and minimize that. But like, you know, don't keep people waiting or anything. It's disrespectful for their time. That's just life lessons with Deer, apparently. Be organised, be on time. Okay, blue windflowers and blue pansies. You can be spontaneous. I can't speak anymore. Spontaneous. While also not being late to things. Of course, if you know things don't tend to start anyway. Immediately. Whoa, where did this blue windflower come from? You can afford to be a little bit late. But you know, just like, don't count on it, basically. Sorry, small hiccup there. Small pause. But you know, that's just how things happen, you know. Small things happen, but that can't be accounted for. That's okay. You just like want to be prepared. No, sorry, but big things that happen can't be accounted for. That's fine. Small things, you want to leave it ample enough time that you could potentially deal with it. And if you don't have enough time to deal with it, then presumably it's a big thing. I suppose we'll round off this episode by destroying this ramp. And then tomorrow we'll be clearing out that lily area and figuring out what we're doing from there. We might need to start clearing out the top area and redecorating it, but I don't know, I think we want to edge out, like draw out the cliffs we're working with first, and then we will be able to fill in the blanks, I suppose. Because I do want the cliff to go to the end, so it does mean we had to move Vivian's house as well. Ah, so much effort. About bridges and inclines. Demolish something. So it's 10,000 to demolish, right? Not that one. This one. And I remembered, don't immediately press A. There we go. Okay, we actually have quite a lot of time left. So, I guess we can start moving some of the lilies. Or whatever. We should probably start clearing this island of flowers as well, because we're getting rid of this island, right? I think we are. Yeah, I think so. Oh yeah, I think so. Yeah, because we need a river to go downwards, so we need this landmass to connect up, basically. And then this will be like, I don't know exactly how this is going to work. A little bit up in the air. So if anything, we should be filling in this river. We shouldn't be getting rid of our flowers yet. So I guess that's what we'll be doing. Huge terraforming. Because I really do like this island thing, but it's unfortunately too far up. If we were to do an island, it has to be a bit lower down. But that's fine. We don't need a huge amount of rivers on an island or anything like this. We've got plenty enough where it came from. Wait, hold on. I feel like that sentence I just said didn't make sense. Oh well, doesn't matter. I don't even remember what it was anymore. Something in my brain was like, that didn't make sense. No! I suppose it's ironic saying how much I like organisation and being organised and that sort of thing, but I'm sort of winging most of the decoration in Animal Crossing. I think it's because it's hard to be organised, because I don't have like a... I don't know if there's a tool out there for like island planning. Because I don't know how the grids exactly work in my island, which makes it a bit more difficult. Ugh. Yeah, I'm sort of winging most of these designs anyway, because yeah, there's not like a tool. Actually, I did see that someone was making a tool to like plan out your town, like the grid-based system, and you can choose how the cliffs look and stuff on that. Like they're terraforming in that tool. That's what I need basically to plan out stuff. But until then, I'm just sort of winging it. And for now, apparently we're just filling in this entire river. Just to probably build it again slightly further down. Oh yeah, we do need to make ponds. You're right, I'm not sure where to put ponds in. I suppose wherever it looked best. Why don't we just round this thing off, and then we'll round off this episode. Like here, I can't be bothered to do the rest of this, we don't have enough time, but there we go. Yeah, let's round off this episode here. So if you have been watching, thank you very much. This has been Animal Crossing New Horizons, and I've been Dear Darling. Any likes, comments and subscriptions are greatly appreciated, and if you want, join my Dear Darling Discord down in the description below. I hope we can see each other again, but for now it's farewell, so until next time, bye bye for now, and don't be late. I don't know what I'm saying.